Stephen King's The Mist. This is a pretty interesting monster film released by Dimension Films November 23rd, 2007, starring Thomas Jane, and is produced by Bob and Harvey Weinstein. Who cares about all the problems that causes? And it was produced, written, and directed by Frank Darabont, who's also done like The Shawshank Redemption, The Green Mile. So I've actually reviewed those films already on here somewhere. So if you want to try to find them, be my guest. But yeah, so The Mist, if you aren't familiar with this film, the plot of the story is basically there's the lead character Frank, played by Thomas, and him and his son decided to run to the grocery store after like a hurricane type deal hit, destroyed the boathouse at the house. So his wife was going to stay and like try to clean up the place, and they noticed a mist coming from the mountains over a lake to the town, and they thought it was kind of weird. But he goes to the grocery store, and then the whole mist engulfs the whole town. They hear an air raid siren from nearby military base, and yeah, some military police are in the supermarket, and then they basically ended up getting barricaded in because there's some bloodthirsty creatures in the mist that are killing people. So yeah, so for the first half of the film, it's them basically not sure what's trying to figure out what's going on and how to cope with the situation, and what the best tactics would be. Now, there's two sides usually. There's two sides in the story. It's the religious ones who think it's redemption from God, basically, and then the realist people, which would be like my side, basically, the skeptical ones, and think there's got to be a plausible explanation for it, and they try to come up with ways they could escape and try to get help. So it's all about trust, building trust between strangers, and yeah, trying to work through it. They try to go to the store next door where there's a whole pile of bloodthirsty like spider like creatures and people from the store that ran it, try to escape through the mist and stuff. And yeah, so they're stuck there, and they're trying to figure out the best way to survive. And this has a really good ending to it, which I'm probably going to spoil right now. So if you don't want spoilers, that's your little warning, I guess. But yeah, so they go through the mist. They hop into Thomas's truck, and or Frank's truck, his character name, and they basically drive and try to find help. And you see a lot of cool monsters on this drive, and then they believe all hope is gone. So they have a gun from the store clerk who was shooting people and stuff earlier on, and he executes the elderly couple with them and his son. Tries to kill himself, can't. Then he's upset, so he tries to give himself to the mist and the monsters. And then the best part of the whole film, this is definitely the spoiler, is basically as soon as he gets out of the car, and you notice the mist slowly starts to clear, the military shows up, who basically killed all the creatures behind them and saved everybody. So he basically killed his son and a whole pile of the elderly couple for no reason whatsoever. And it just leaves you with a dread. Greatest ending in horror, I think. One of them, anyways. Yeah, definitely goes beyond your typical Hollywood ending and stuff. I really enjoyed this movie. I saw this movie in theaters when it came out. It has like a B movie type feel to it, but like just a higher budget. And that's one campy thing. I also heard this was also supposed to be filmed in black and white, which they didn't have the budget for. So that would have been cool, because there's a lot of homages to the old B movie monster movies in this. And if you like those type of films, you'll love this one. Also, if you're a Stephen King fan, I find this would be a better adaptation than some of his other works. I've talked about quite a few of them on this channel, and I think Frank Darabont's done a really good job adapting his Stephen King's work and stuff. So, definitely a really good movie. There's not very many dislikes. I kind of wish they showed the creatures a little bit more, maybe give us a little bit more variety. Um, and but other than that, I think this film's pretty well crafted. They could have taken out some of the religious stuff. I find they kind of pushed that a little too much further, and there's a lot of cool people's speculation and try to explain some of the stuff that they talk about, and like with like using old art references and stuff, which is interesting. Um, if you look deep into like other people's reviews and stuff. But I'm just giving you my opinions on the movie that I watched. So I'm not going to go into anything that deep. So basically, Stephen King's The Mist is a really good monster movie. So I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5. I just wish they gave us a little more monsters and got rid of some of the characters, but or evened it out a little bit more, so then it wouldn't be feel as barren. But that's just preference from me. Other people probably see it a different way. But overall, I think this film's underrated and it's really well done, and more people should check it out. So definitely, if you haven't seen it, trailer's link down below. Like always, definitely look it up, check it out, find it, and watch it. It's really good. It's 2 hours, so it's a good little ride. A lot of good, meaningful characters in it, and the story is well constructed. So yeah, definitely check it out. Also, after you check out the trailer, make sure you go to my Instagram, follow me there. I always post clips of films I'm gonna review in the future on my story, so definitely follow me there. Also, just for fun, I usually put the title in a really small hashtag somewhere hidden in the video clip. So if you can find it, you can know what I'm reviewing next. So you have something to look forward to, or if you don't want to, just watch the clip and try to guess what it is. It's pretty. I just do that for fun, but yeah. Also, make sure you like this video, share it so more people can watch it and appreciate it, and spread the word. Yeah. If you've seen this film, comment down below what you thought of it. Did you love it as much as I did? Do you absolutely hate this movie? Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. And if you have other films, whether it's a Stephen King film or any other film in any genre that you want to hear my opinions on, comment those down below too. I'll try my hardest to get to them as soon as I can. Also, make sure you subscribe because you never know what I'm going to talk about next. Last week I was talking about Stanley Kubrick a lot. Today I'm talking about Stephen King. Who knows what the hell's going to come up next because I stir the moment decisions. So, yeah, The Mist. 4.5 out of 5. Definitely a really good movie. Definitely what most people should see. And, yeah. But, with that, who knows what I'm going to talk about next? I have no plans. So, till the next one, rock on.